So we're back at the mill. Remember there was loads of skills, loads and loads of skills. Uh, yeah, I forgot to do this one. Basically, it just didn't save the game. Alright, and there's loads of skills. However, I was Houndmaster, and I didn't know how to do it. I leveled one up with the Huntsman. I didn't know how to do it. And yet, if you told me there's this dog, Mutt. If you ask Teresa, she'll tell you, and you actually have him with your travels.
I've got something for you. I got them from Uncle Peshek. Just don't go poking them where you shouldn't.
They're lockpicks.
Uh,
They're not really intended for poking in your own locks.
True, but at least don't get caught. And if you do, you didn't get them from me.
oh my god, just 3 lockpicks.
I've got something that needs stitching up. Could you do it for me?
All right. I can't have you walking around in torn rags, can I? Show it here.
Nice, so it actually repairs your clothes, I think. Nice. Alright,
Don't you feel hot under all that iron?
you're right, you're actually right. Yeah, what's the dog doing here? Would you like to go somewhere?
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to.
Where are we going? In the tavern. Where else, Henry? That's the only place you know where to go. Let's go to the tavern.
Listen, Teresa. There's something I ought to tell you.
What is it? What's troubling you?
Oh yeah, she doesn't know, does she?
I'm not quite sure how to tell you, so I'll just spit it out. So Radzig Kobyla is... my father.
And King Wenceslas is my cousin. You really had me going.
No, I'm serious.
She doesn't believe us, does she?
What? But, Henry, how on earth could...
I know, it was a shock for me too. It turns out Sir Radzig and my mother had some... romance. Of course, he couldn't marry a commoner.
And your father? I mean the blacksmith. God, that sounds so odd. I mean Martin.
He knew Sir Radzig from way back. Martin... Pa married her before I was born, to protect her reputation, and raise me as his own.
And Sir Radzig allowed it?
Sure. Actually, I get a feeling the whole thing was agreed between them. Sir Radzig was glad she wasn't left alone with a child.
My God, Henry, that's just... And what will that mean for you?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
Well, it all depends on Sir Radzig, doesn't it? As his illegitimate son, I don't have any rights as such. Well, it's not like I've suddenly become a noble like Capon. And even though Sir Radzig has publicly acknowledged me, well, sort of, it hasn't really changed anything.
And if Sir Radzig decided to make a real noble of you, would you want that?
Not really, no.
I wouldn't. And it's never going to happen anyway.
Why not?
A bastard remains a bastard. Even if Sir Radzig never had another heir, all his property would go to the king by rights.
You might be right, but can't you imagine it? Would you still care for me, a common millmaid, if you were a nobleman?
That would be inappropriate.
Of course. I'll always be fond of you. Nothing will change that.
I'll remember that. I hope you won't regret those words.
No fear of that.
Perfect. She actually didn't know, so I guess it's nice to like go and tell her. Yeah, before that, she was thinking we should serve Sir Radzig. Now that we told her, she's probably not really happy about that. But if we all get married, Peshek will be a little more happy. There we go. So,
Time passes so quickly with you, Henry. Come and see me again sometime.
okay. So this is an actually... Oh, I got a buff. Smitten. He just charisma's 20. That's crazy. Speech is 19, charisma 20, strength, agility, and vitality. That's just crazy, bro. The stats are crazy. It's all maxed out almost. Alright, about the dog. Can't really talk to her. Yeah.
What's that dog you have here? He looks familiar.
Don't you remember him? It's Mart, the butcher's dog from Skalitz.
Ah, of course. When I went back to bury my parents, he was guarding his master's dead body. A faithful dog. How come he's here?
When we carted you here, we took Mart along too. He's been hanging around the mill ever since.
Has he been there long?
How long has he been with you?
More or less since we came here. He runs off now and again, but he always comes back. Sometimes I don't see him all day. I think he likes to go wandering.
How's he doing?
How's he doing?
A lot better now. I slipped him something good now and again when Uncle wasn't looking.
He won't starve to death then?
Yeah.
What does the miller have to say about it?
He can't stand him.
How's that?
Every time he sees him, he starts shouting that he's a useless mouth to feed and that he'll skin him.
Jesus.
And it didn't even soften his heart when Mutt brought a hare from the woods. He was happy to eat it, but it didn't change his mind.
I could have a word with him.
That would be a waste of time.
Does he obey you?
Me? Not much. He's got a mind of his own, and I'm just not strict enough.
Ah, spoilt then.
No, he just hasn't learned many commands. But he's well able to beg for a piece of meat.
So he's doing quite well then?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'd keep him, but he reminds me too much of Tinker. You know, I don't want to think about Skalitz. So, I thought maybe you might take him with you?
Me?
I'm sure the two of you would get on great. He's a handsome fella and lovable. I'd be very happy if you had him.
Yes.
We never had a dog at the smithy. We never needed one.
Come on. He's got no one.
Alright, I'll take him.
Alright. I'll take him. He can keep me company on my travels.
Thanks, Henry. Go and get him then. He's sniffing around somewhere here.
Yeah, I can always hear him. There he is. Hey, Mutt.
Hey, Mutt. Remember me?
She doesn't. Oh yeah, she actually might.
Alex, remember? You wanna go with me? Come on then. We'll get on like a house on fire.
Yes, sir.
Follow
Oh, look at him. A doggy. Dog. From this moment on, you have a canine companion. He's your best friend who'll protect you. With a cursor, you can give him all sorts of commands using... so you can heal him by... that. Houndmaster. So, look. There it is. Dog. Sense of smell 15. Obedience is 52. Current command is 3. Can we speak to him? So if we... That's my horse. Oh, it works. Can we speak to him? Food.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Dried meat. Oh, it actually falls on the floor, like... Oh, look at that. He's eating it. Praise.
That's a good boy. That's
Yes.
my boy.
Stay. Other commands. Heal. Go back to the mill, heal.
Here. Heel.
Your dog will always be next to you. He'll follow you sticking close. You won't react to any stimuli such as an attack on you. Okay. How do we level it up though? It was already quite leveled up. Oh, that's cool. I just wanted to show you. And now, if I'm just curious, I'm going to do the actual main mission. Well, not main mission, but right now we're just doing a side quest for Matthew and Pritz. Call them the Pretzel. Matthew and Pretzel. So, apparently they're in the mill. Yeah, we got them to work. They've been here for like a month already. Let's have a look how they're doing. Oh, there you go. They look different. Pretzel,
Hey, twat face.
training.
I want to get better at fist fighting.
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my skills.
First you have to...
Yeah.
Well, how do you like it at the mill, Fritz? It's got to be better than the mines.
It's worse here than at Skalitz. There you could disappear without anyone noticing. But here...
But why would you want to disappear? Nimoy isn't here.
No, he's not. But the local foreman is an even bigger ass.
I'm not sure that's possible.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
What's he done to you?
Drown him? What's he done to you?
It was the first or the second day here. We had a disagreement and I told him off. And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
Well, how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
I see. Well, I'd be pretty fucking angry too. So you want to pay him back?
Exactly. I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
What do you want to do about
What
it?
do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe it'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it.
Ah,
I still want to ask you more about Thomas.
yeah.
What about the others at the mill? Are they awful as well?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. But what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew going to see her. But Thomas is the root of the problem.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
He might make puppy dog eyes at her, but most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
Alright.
I spoke with him briefly and he doesn't seem so horrible.
Then you ought to try working with him. He's a sneaky bastard and arrogant. You should see how he puffs himself up when he's off to play dice with Lawrence.
Who's Lawrence? Another mill hand?
Aye, but at the neighbouring mill. They call him the Wren. Damned if I know why. Thomas goes there to play dice with him.
Alright. No. Alright. So, speak to Matthew. How does he like it here? I doubt it.
Greetings, Henry.
Training.
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
I'd
Tent.
like to hone my skills.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Yep.
Now, pay close attention.
Nice. Stealth leveled up. And now master as well. That's it.
Later.
Finish off stealth.
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
I want to achieve mastery.
All right, but it'll cost. Now, pay close attention. Good luck.
There we go. So what is it? 16? Um. There it is. 16. Jesus. Yeah, +1 until you're caught. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one as well. I'll probably go for Rain Man, because it's raining quite a lot, so... Alright, how does you like it here?
I've heard you don't have it easy here.
So you spoke to Fritz then? I bet that wasn't quite how he put it.
No, not quite. Apart from Thomas's name, the rest was mostly swear words.
I can imagine. I've been hearing the same from him all week. The foreman here is a pain in the ass. He's trying either to wear us to the bone or force us to leave.
She too hard.
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an asshole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
And the miller won't stick up for you? I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
What do you want to do
And what
about
do you
it?
want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working in a mill, but not with him around. It's unbearable, and there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine. I'll try and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him then.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
I'd like to ask about that Thomas again. I'd never have guessed he's like that.
Well, get a job here as a hand and you'll soon see.
And what does he do during the day? Does he work with you?
Good one. He keeps his eye on everything, but his hand only touches the saw when the miller shows up, which isn't that surprising.
Why?
The last time he did anything, he almost took his thumb off with a chisel. I wouldn't put an axe in those paws of his either.
So, he's clumsy and arrogant. That's what you said about your last master, that Nimoy.
Aye, but at least you could sneak away from old Nimoy for a bit. No chance of that around here. God be with you.
Alright. So, this is the millmaid Jane as well. We have to talk to Thomas and try to convince him. Old Thomas, there he is.
Good day to you.
Heard there's a dice game. I heard people call you downfall.
Lawrence from Bodine sends word that he has some time at night and some groschen.
Lawrence from Buddy. The Wren. You've had dealings with the Miller Peshek.
Ah, you have it all mixed up. Peshek is from the Ratai Mill.
You're right. I do have it mixed up. And Lawrence, you say?
Yes.
Ah, the Wren, of course.
Ah, I must have misheard you. Yes, I'll definitely stop by.
Perfect. So,
Ah, well.
he's gonna go and try to play dice, and on the way there, we're gonna beat him up. Ooh. So do we have to tell him now? Yeah. Oh yeah, he's just sitting around.
Glad to fucking see you, Henry.
I talked him into going to play dice. All we have to do is lie in wait for him.
I can't wait to see that stupid look on his face when we're alone in the woods. Are you sure he brought it, though?
Yes.
I'm sure. He doesn't have the slightest idea what's waiting for him.
Good, good. So in the evening you'll come and see me, and we'll all go together. Oh, and Henry,
What now?
could you tell Matthew about it? After all, you're the one who set it all up. I think you'll be better explaining to him there is no other choice. God be with you.
Yeah, he's not gonna be too happy about it.
Hey, Henry.
Well, I spoke with him.
How did it go? Did you come to an agreement?
No. There's no talking to him.
What will we do now? I suppose we could just leave, but I don't want to as long as there's some coin to be earned here.
Don't go running off just yet. Fritz and I have come up with a plan.
Shit. You want to trounce him, don't you?
I convinced him to go and play dice at the neighbouring mill, and we're going to lie in wait for him. And then we're going to have a nice little talk with him about his behaviour.
Shit. An arranged fight, maybe, but this, it's assault. We could hang for it.
Oh, come on, why would they hang us? In any case, there'll be no fighting. He wouldn't dare take the three of us on.
All the same, if you two fools think this will solve everything, then you're fucking mistaken.
Oh, don't be such a pessimist. This kind of trick always works on people like him, you'll see.
God be with you.
Yeah, he is not happy about it. So, we have to come in the evening, apparently. Get ready for the ambush. So we can't... Not now, right?
Hey, twat face.
All right, I'm here. Let's do it.
It's still too early. Come in the evening. God be with you.
Alright, fine. Chill out. Let's wait till the evening. It's not a problem. We can do it. Don't worry. Chill out. Alright. I don't think it's going to be the best idea. Either he's going to get super angry at us. He's definitely going to report us. Yeah, there's no other choice. I can't just pay them like 5k to leave me alone. And to just finish all this quest.
Glad to fucking see you, Henry.
All right, I'm here. Let's do it.
So let's go.
Let's go. Oh? Where are we going exactly? Yeah, after this, they're definitely not going to do anything. They're going to leave the mill after this.
Hey.
Oh.
Now listen up. You best start treating your workers better unless you want a repeat of this.
Yeah.
If I hear one more word of complaint
Oh.
about you, I'll kick you from here to Talmberg and back.
You wouldn't dare. I'll...
You'll what? Get the shit beaten out of you again?
Bastards!
Maybe. But remember, from now on, that mill's gonna be as peaceful as a cloister on Easter Sunday.
Oh my god. Savage.
That's that then.
Do you think it will be enough?
He definitely looked like he'd had enough.
True. He'll either stop, or make life hell on earth for us.
So, anything else you need from me?
No. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, no problem. What are friends for?
You forgot something.
Of course. You're right. Here's something on the side, Henry.
Yeah.
Ah, there's no need for that. I did it out of friendship. You can spend the coin on drinks at the tavern.
Thanks. You're a real friend.
We really are in your debt now.
Perfect. I guess we've done it. Finished off the quest. Prepare for the ambush. There you go. Did we finish the quest? We did. Yeah, there we go. Is a friend indeed. Perfect. So, not sure. Where will they go now? Are they gonna stay in the mill? I wouldn't if I was them. I would just go somewhere far from the mill. Honestly. What's this? Corpse. No thank you. Nope. Just want to spend the day in the tavern and then go some hunting. Do some hunting. Basically. I like the hunting in this game. Or if not hunting, I'll do something else. I'll find something.